Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. What is going on, everybody? I've been dying to get on and do a live stream today. Just dying. I got to get on and talk with my brothers and sisters about how awesome the Bucs are. Where did this come from? I didn't lose faith. I knew it the whole time. Even though I picked the Buccaneers to lose 30-24, in my heart, I knew it. Tom, what's up, brother? Tom tried to tell everybody. He had the skinny, he had the scoop. He knew. Man, it's been a great day so far. You just wake up, you're happy. Been sad all week, last week. Man. What's up, Joe? Joe, the winner of the predictions. What's going on, man? You picked 24-16. You were the closest one. Victory Monday. Yes, sir. And, it wasn't just that we won. It was that we made a statement. It was a dominant game. I can't wait to look at the All-22 and see all the stuff I want to see. I think we're going to see a lot of good stuff, man. But then again, the Titans they're not the 49ers. Let's put it that way. They're not a horrible team, but they did have some issues with their offensive line. We saw that on the All-22, but we took advantage of it. That's what good teams do. Good teams beat teams they're supposed to beat, and that's what we did. How's everybody doing, man? Y'all happy? Everybody in a good mood today? We're going to talk about snap counts. We're just going to gush over this game all day. That's all we're going to do. The big news with this is that Bowles actually changed his coaching. They had a come to Jesus meeting during the week last week. He had the whole defense, instead of watching the game film in their individual groups, like the middle linebackers watching game film together, the cornerbacks watching game film together and all that good stuff. He had everybody, the whole defense, watch it. And he called players out when they messed up. So everybody got called out, basically. We watched this game. We saw the All-22. It was ugly. And, that's accountability. But he also had, you want to see the hit on the Baker fumble versus the hit on Lee. What's up, Al? Dup. They see the hit on the Baker fumble versus the hit on the Levis that drew a penalty. They look the same. That'll make me mad. JTS got called out. Apparently, he got low snap count. He is down there. Forgot to break my pen out. He was like the third defensive end, outside linebacker, as far as snaps is concerned. Diaby got more. No, yeah. Barrett got the most. Diaby got second most. And Tryon only got 24. He got 38% of the snaps. So apparently they wanted to go a different way. Now, Bowles said in his presser today that Diaby has been very good against the run, and they wanted this to be they knew this was going to be you had to stop the run first. So they wanted him out there the most. And he said it'll be on and off going forward as to who gets the most snaps now because of that. So you've got, it's a very, very strange, you could tell a lot of stuff changed. Look at this, Zion McCollum, 100%. Of course, that was because he was in for Davis. But here we got Shaq Barrett only got 31. He got less than half the snaps. Diaby came in second right behind Barrett, 27 snaps. And then Tryon with 24 snaps. And then you got Nelson coming in here with 37%. So Bowles is shaking things up, man. Then we had Watts here with 11 snaps. And he come in making plays, man. Watts came in making plays. He only got 11 snaps and caused an interception for us. That was great. What's up, Lucas? So, yeah, that's exciting stuff. But not only did Bowles have the whole defense look at the game film. Now, this is from his mouth and the players. We're talking about this. And he was calling people out. Devin White was talking about it, and he was like, it was tough. But he asked the players for feedback. And apparently they said the system's too complex. So I'm really anxious to look at the all-22 and see exactly. I did notice they played a lot more man coverage than we ever play. So I think the players wanted man coverage, which is awesome. That'll make me so happy. It's easier. All this game did was hurt our draft pick. Oh, Lucas upset about it. Lucas, come on, man. This is Victory Monday. We're shooting for that NFC South, man. We want that banner. Yeah, we're probably going to end up picking 19th again or some crap, and it's gonna stink during the draft. But I'll be happy with an NFC South again. MH, what's going on, brother? Yeah, it's a good plan, Al. Now, it's probably not going to work for every team, but the good thing is he's changing things up. Yeah, not a fan of zone D at all. I prefer man coverage, but I understand you got to switch it up and everything. Can't play man all the time. I prefer man most of the time, but that's, like I said, it's a selfish thing because, it's easier for me to see who messes up over there. I don't have to figure it out. What's up, Brian? Man coverage for sure. They don't have players for zone. And Bowles' zone defenses are so, he's all over the place with it. He plays a lot of split field. He does, he has these guys running. They got to run 15 yards to get to their spots, before they can even start playing zone. It's just, it aggravates me a lot. Y'all have seen, y'all have seen me yell at the screen quite a bit. What's up, MK? Yeah, I was real happy with it, Al. I was real happy with what happened, as far as the defense was concerned. I had no idea they did all those changes. But one, I didn't even see Ryan Neal out there, but he did play. He got 21 snaps, but I don't remember seeing him. I was looking for him too. But apparently they just played him on run downs or something again. He got 21 snaps. So he played 33% of the snaps. Delaney got 59% of the snaps. But here's the big one. Izzy got 67%. So they were playing him at safety too. This is interesting. It's interesting what he did. Cansey, look at Cansey. Cansey got 73% of the snaps. That's the most on the defensive line. They got a lot of confidence in him. That's surprising because I didn't think he was all that great at run stopping. And Bowles said their game plan going into this was to stop the run on first and second down. He said that's what they do. They get third and short. And then, they got a lot of options. But they normally get their big gains on first and second down. So they wanted to stop the run on first and second down. It worked. Cam Gill got four snaps. But I'm excited to see Watts on the all-22. See how he did. But we played a lot of guys on that line, man. We were rotating in and out. What's up, Beast? Yeah, Devin White was playing great, and he had energy. He was not out there moping around, getting caught up in blocks. Yeah, how was the game, MK? I bet that was fun. Yeah, there it is. Next comment. I've got the live stream set up for ultra low latency, so y'all let me know if the quality's bad or anything like that. They said I had it set up to like where it was medium latency, medium quality, but I was like, I really want to interact today as fast as I can, and normally it's like a 20-second delay from me responding. Now I think it's like a 6-second time. So let me know if the quality is bad. I'm a happy Buccaneer too, Beast. Lucas ain't. Lucas is mad. They need to give all JTS's snaps to Watson. Yeah. Now, see, Lucas, I did not like JTS last year for sure. Him and Logan Hall both. But Tryon has played well this year. He's not big on the stats, but he's doing stuff. You know, he's getting pressures. He's getting great containment, and I've been very impressed with how he's played. Now, the past few weeks he's kind of disappeared, but past few weeks everybody has, really. So I'm not, too hard on JTS, but I really want to see Watts. Devin got injured. Yeah, he got injured in this game, but he was only out for a play. Frank G, what's up, man? You're happy Trask lit it up. JPP said he'll sign a practice squad contract. Man, sign him up. Just for the leadership. What's up, Clack? How you like that game? Yeah, he got in for a snap, right? Trask did. Mayfield hurt his finger, but he's good. Bowles was asked about it today, and he said he's fine. Ooh, hit the like button if you think the Bucs will beat the 49ers. Man, it's going to be a tough one, fellas. It's going to be a tough one. But I feel good now. Watch it. The way we played yesterday is how we played at the beginning of the year. Now, again, the quality of the opponent matters. 49ers is going to be tough. I mean, we played them last year and they whooped us. That was Brock Purdy's first game, right? Last year? So, I don't think their team has changed as much as ours has as far as personnel is concerned. Yeah, Beast Baker getting hurt. I worry about him. I mean, one, he's a small dude. Two, he plays kind of frantic sometimes. And, three, he takes shots. Al, depress that dislike button, man. Yeah, we owe Purdy one, yeah. But wouldn't that be upset? That would be the upset of the week. We go into San Francisco and beat them. The third string quarterback. I don't know, man. He didn't play too well at the Rams when he got his opportunity. But yeah, Kyle Trask got one snap. Okay, how's it going? I know you're happy. We might use the same plan to stop the 49ers run game. Could be, man, could be. I'm excited to see this all 22. So, we could see all the changes they did. I mean, the only thing I noticed that they blitzed quite heavily, mainly Devin, but it looked like they had Levante blitzing too. But it was the man coverage that I noticed. Like right away, I was like, oh man, we're playing a lot of man coverage. But I think there's going to be a lot of changes we're going to see. I think it's going to be interesting. Okay. Oh, I killed it in my fantasy. I was 155 points, and then the guy I was playing, he got 152. It was so close. I beat him by 2 points. I had Josh Jacobs last night, and Josh Jacobs wasn't doing anything. And then he had like a big 40-yard run, and it put me over. I was like, oh, yes. But I had, like I said, I had Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Rachaad White, McCullough, whatever our kicker's name is. And I think that was it. So all my guys were hitting. I was just like, yes. Oh, no, you got a nickname for Kyle? So many dropped interceptions. Yeah. We left quite a bit out there on the field, man. I'm doing good, Kate. I'm doing great. If you're talking to me, you might be talking to Joe. Oh, you got destroyed in fantasy so bad. Did you play White? Rachaad? Did you play Rachaad? Who was the quarterback Redskins had when Tom Brady led Bucs? Played them and barely won. That was Heineke. He is starting, or he was starting for the Falcons, but then he got hurt yesterday and they put Ritter back in. Rode the boat Buccaneers, yes. Oh, it was nice seeing them do the boat rowing in the end zone. That was after Winfield's interception, I think. Yeah, it was in the playoffs. Yeah, he gave us a rough time, man. Oh, I know, Lucas. Could you imagine Mike's stats if he would have caught that interception and that third down conversion? That was another. Mike said that he was thinking about who he was going to give the ball to in the stands, and that's why he dropped it. He was thinking about what he was going to do after he caught the ball. I don't know if he was joking or not, but yeah, Kate. Victory Monday is always great, man. It just I don't know. It just makes life better. It's silly too. It's a sport. I'm a grown man. I'm not supposed to care this much. Man, you must have played somebody with a hefty roster, huh? James Cook tonight, MH. 6 points. Oof. Yee. Tom, who's our new fullback? Wirfs? Now, remember last week before the half, we had a fumble, carried it forward, and they had to do the whole take a timeout and then 10 seconds back on, all that good stuff. But they didn't do that with this fumble, which was the same thing. Wirfs picked it up, ran down the field, and they just brought the ball back, put it down, and said, let's go. Let's keep playing. It was weird. Who's the player of the game? Ooh, that's a tough one. Oh, man. Yeesh. Oof. Ooh. Oh, man. Who do y'all think? There's a lot. Vita had that crucial sack. Levante played great. Winfield, man, I tell you. I'd have to go with Evans. I think. Yeah, Tom, Wirfs looked great. He looked like he was natural holding that ball, man. He put it up, cupped it. He was ready to go. I'd love to have an all-star type back. Would love it. It's going to come back. Yeah, I agree. Mike Evans. Yeah. Kate, last week it was really strange. We talked about this quite a bit in the chat that the worst fumble was with a minute left before the half. It was like 104 or something. And they ruled, they said you can't fumble forward, so they just brought the ball back and just placed it and then kept going. It was so different than last week's. And that's what these ref crews, you get some ref crews that, cause disturbances in the force, and then you get some ref crews that are just like, man, let's just play ball, man. And How about that Vita Vea getting that sack with his helmet turned sideways? Now, you know that was face mask. You know it was. And we'll look at it all. 22, we'll probably be able to see it. Rondé Barber making a comeback. I'd like to see him as a coach or something. Or at least in the front office. Something. He needs to be somewhere. They gave the extra seconds for our benefit. Yeah, well, I didn't want it. That's what I was mad about. I was like, no. As soon as we scored that touchdown last week, Molly turned to me. She went, "We left too much on the clock." And sure enough, man, they drove down the field and scored. Oh, it was Camarda. Tom Camarda was the winner. Oh gosh. Cody and Hainsey, quite a few times I saw them get whooped. And I think they caused a sack one time. I think they caused, was it the fumble? Something. Yeah, it was, or the interception. Can't remember. But yeah, I was just like, oh. Yeah. The ref gave them the option, but they didn't do that this time that I saw. Oh man, Sapp come back and be a coach. You know, hey, what's up, D? Lucas, I'm kind of torn about that one, you know, because Sapp brings some baggage. You know, Sapp's going to offend people. Sapp's going to, you know, say some inappropriate stuff. Not inappropriate to me, but you know how the new world is. He would there'd be a lot of off the field issues, but he would get the team in line. There's no doubt about that. You're not going to go out there and disappoint Warren Sapp. You just ain't going to do it. Oh, did the Saints lose? Did Derek Carr get hurt yesterday? Oh, that's right. Yeah, because we ended up watching the last part of it. Molly said, "Is Jameis Winston in?" And he threw an interception, and I went, "Yeah, that's got to be Jameis Winston." He threw 2 interceptions. I mean, he take like 4 snaps and threw 2 interceptions. It was hilarious. Poor guy, man. Yes, Brian, Jensen can come back, but will he? We don't know. No, the Hainsey thing was a sack? Okay. Cody is Dak like. Coming from you, that is the biggest insult ever, right? I can play special teams, man. Oh, I know. That Watts, I can't wait to look on all 22 and see him. And also, I want to watch Raheem, the wide receiver. He got quite a few snaps, too. I don't think he had any receptions. Let me see. He got Raheem Jarrett. Yeah, he got 14 snaps. So I want to watch him. You know, we pointed out last week, every time he's gotten out there, man, he's gotten a handful of snaps. He gets open downfield. So I'm excited. I want to see him. There's a lot of guys I want to see. I want to see Cansey. Cansey got the most snaps on the defensive line. Yaya got the second most on the outside behind Shaq Barrett. And then Watts, he got 11 snaps. And out of those 11, he got one good one at least that we know of. So that's exciting, man. There's going to be some good all 22. I'm excited about it. Yeah, I want to see all the defensive changes we did. The man coverage, the personnel. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited about it. Famous Jameis on that. Carr was carted out of the stadium? Whoa, I did not know. Tom don't like Sapp. Well, yeah, you had to be early Buccaneer fan to understand Sapp's ways. I didn't like him back when he first joined the team. It took a while for him to grow on me. So is Derek Carr out for any length of time? Do we know? Cody was hustling on the White touchdown. That White touchdown was great. That was awesome. Was it 43 yards or something like that? It was a long one. I was excited about that one. Rachaad White is definitely getting better. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I saw that, MH, where Aaron Rodgers said he might come back in December. I was like, what? No way. Yeah, so far, just what little bit I've seen of that Raheem Jarrett, I've been real impressed with him. For somebody to get that open, that consistent downfield. We need a third wide receiver to step up. Yeah, let me see. We had snap counts. Palmer actually had more snaps than Godwin. Look at that. He had 4 more snaps than Godwin. That's a little insane. Right here. He had 54 snaps. So our offense we put 65 snaps on offense, 63 snaps on defense. So Cade Otton was out there 95% of the time. Good grief. Didn't he do 100% last week? Man, they got him working, man. So, yeah, Palmer's out there. He had 54 snaps. Godwin had 50. Mike only had 47. Look at this. White had 46, 71%. Edmonds had 18, 28%. There is no Keyshawn Vaughn here. He didn't even start. They didn't even dress him. They had Sean Tucker as the third running back. And he got 1 snap. That was probably all 22. We got a kneel down, right? We got a victory formation. I want to see if Tompkins did a backflip or something. Add it to my collection. Yeah, I like that Jarrett. Just from the little bit we've seen, I'm kind of excited about him. Yeah, beast. The offensive line really is making it difficult for White. Getting him out in space is really helping. Yeah, good point, Tom. The biggest difference between the Bucs early in the season and now is the use of White in the passing game. Yeah, good point. Good point. I think the whole having accountability on the defense, because I've been talking about that all year, actually for 2 years with Todd Bowles as a coach, is that he doesn't hold players accountable, and I loved what he did. I love it. You know what you do? You bring them and you call their names out in front of everybody. That'll make people step up, man. Trey Palmer had a return to preseason form. Yeah, he had that one catch. That was great. But then they called it an incomplete pass. I was like, man, that's a little nitpicky there. I thought it was a great catch. I haven't looked to see about Derek Carr, though. That's crazy. So we might be playing against Jameis. Oh, he's concussed. They got a bye week next week, right? The Saints do. So he'll have time to. Is Tucker a good back? I don't know. We haven't seen enough of him, but I think so. Definitely better than Keyshawn Vaughn. I've seen enough of Keyshawn Vaughn. I really thought Palmer was going to be a lot better this year. I thought he was going to be more of a playmaker, but you're probably right, Joe. Let's give him a year. Oh, I did see that, Tom, about Michael Thomas and Lattimore having significant injuries, and they haven't said yet whether they're season injury, but the talk was they're gonna be out for a long time. Tom always makes great points. Yeah. If he's not joking, he's talking serious. You just got to decipher. The cap is our problem. Joe is your smartest follower. Are y'all two the same? That's Tomlin there typing as Joe. What's up, David? You happy, man? How about that win yesterday? It was tough. I tell you, it started off. I was not in a good mood to start off with. I had a very tiring day. I had to walk the baby. I was working on 3 hours walking the baby. So I was like, just physically kind of bleh. And so the game started off and I was having to walk the baby. And it started off and immediately they were just like marching down the field. Boom, 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 boom. And then Vita got that sack and they got a field goal. And I was like, oh, yeah, here we go again. And then we get the ball. And what happened? Did we like throw an interception or something? It was. I can't remember. Something happened. I might be thinking of last week. But then all of a sudden, it was like we got those. We got 3 sacks in the first quarter, right? I mean, it was just like bam, bam, bam. We were getting these tackles for a loss, the interception. It was just all of a sudden we just started, and they looked like they didn't know what to do. I mean, they couldn't run the ball, they couldn't throw the ball, and we were just beating them up all across the field. It was great. It started off bad though. I was like, man, Bowles is proving it's the cap holding our talent back. Are you not entertained? Yeah. Hey, I have said I want Bowles to turn it around. I hate being that guy that calls for head coaches to be fired or for players to be cut or anything like that. I don't like to do it, but with Bowles, I was like, I've had enough. I've seen enough. But he's done exactly what I wanted him to do. So now I'm like back on the Bowles train. It's like you hold the guys accountable, And Andy held himself accountable. He changed his coaching style. He said, okay, I want your feedback. They gave him feedback and he did it. So they worked together and it was a great outcome. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Let's keep Bowles now. Oh, happy about it. What's up, 90? Late sack by Landry. Jeff Simmons grabbed Gedicke's shoulder pads and prevented him from getting depth on his block. No, I did not see that. We'll look at that on the All 22. So he was, that's interesting. Interception in the red zone. Okay. You were dooming on Twitter about it? Yeah, I was not a happy camper. Matter of fact, after the game, my oldest daughter, she asked Molly, she was like, did the Buccaneers lose? And Bob was like, no, they won. And she said, well, Dad, why is Dad so grumpy? I started off real grumpy. I was just exhausted. We stopped third downs. Yeah. That Vita Vea sack seemed to really turn things around. It started the ball rolling anyhow on defense. Yeah, Devin got Levis. He hit him pretty hard. I thought the same thing too. I was like, "Ooh, he's lucky that wasn't a sack." He hit him a couple times too. He got quite a few quarterback hits, and there was one where he was on the ground and he like kicked Levis or Levis, whatever his name is. He like kicked him. It was just a little. Devin White is kind of anti-quarterback. He's not nice to those guys. That's why the offensive line doesn't like him. But he kind of like pushed him with his foot. And I was like, calm down, Devin. Trade Keyshawn Vaughn to the Columbus Schooners or the Roanoke Warriors or anywhere but Tampa. That's hilarious. Fisher and Harbaugh are not the answer. Oh, my gosh, Fisher, no way. I wouldn't take him for nothing. I'd probably stop being a Buccaneers fan as long as he was a coach. Ugh. We had more Delaney, yeah. Yeah, and we had more Izian. Izian was playing safety a lot. So it was very strange. We did a lot of personnel changing. I'm excited to see the All-22. Dean played well, yeah. Yeah, I've always liked Dean more in man coverage because he's got like Arian said, he's got that length. He can make it look like he could bait quarterbacks into throwing to his guy, and he can get to the ball. He's got that speed and length. So, they see, somebody getting separation and they throw it and he closes that real quick and pops the ball out. So I've always liked Dean in man coverage, but we'll see. We'll see if this continues. Santa, what up? You like that? You like that Trask play? That kneel down? That was awesome. Yeah, I was real excited to see that man coverage 90. I was real excited about it. What's up, Rampage? There you are. Where you been, man? I was worried about you. You got burned out? Oh, yeah. You're happy now, ain't you? I was the same way. We watched 4 weeks of all 22 that was just really, really bad. So it was probably a good idea to take a break, man. I was worried about you, brother. Is that more Tucker? So those are the steps. Mix up how we run, more Tucker. Okay. Yeah, I felt too much was left on the field too, but I'm not going to complain. There was too much left on the field last week, believe it or not. We scored 37 points. We could have had 2 more touchdowns. Yeah, D. Yeah, we got to get some picks, man. Our cornerback situation. These guys got to get some turnovers. It's ridiculous. How's everybody's quality of the film? I know I look a little green gray. That's my camera. It's not the thing. But I adjusted the YouTube stuff so that the delay is less latency, but the quality is lower. At least that's what YouTube says. I don't know. I'm tired of this 20-second delay where it's taking me so long to respond to chats. Oh, I know. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins was all over Dean on some of those things. It was weird at how they just refused to call offensive pass interference on him. I mean, he climbed on top of it one time. I was like, how did you not see that? Ref was standing right there. The only people that like zone coverage is our opponents. Yeah, Al, I tell you, I'm really impressed with Todd Bowles. I've been watching him for 5 years now, 4 years, and he's adjusted his game plans defensively depending on opponent, but and he's changed how he uses outside linebackers, but he's never really changed his philosophy. We've always played a lot of zone, and for him to do this, to me, is a great sign, that he realized it's not just the players. The coaching has got to change too, which is awesome. Awesome. And it's not to say that his scheme is bad or anything, but if the players aren't buying into it, if it's tiring them out or too complicated for them, or they have to do too much thinking, or, they're having to play too soft, they don't like it, they're not going to play well. So I'm very impressed with him acknowledging that he changed his defense. Yeah, we're still going to play zone. I think we're just going to cut it down. It'll probably, right now we're at probably 80% zone, 20% man. Yesterday we probably played 60% zone, 40% man. So maybe even 50-50. So we'll see if we continue doing that going forward. Yeah, if anybody could catch. But if they could catch, they'd be wide receivers, 90. Yeah, quarterback contracts are looking rough. If they continue playing like this, though, that'd be all right. I mean, what Hopkins ended up with 27 yards or something? It was just incredible. I was like, wow. How many dropped interceptions do we have yesterday? I know of at least 2. It was probably more than that. Okay, you're seeing blue and gray? Okay. The colors are all over the place? Hey, what's up, Molly? I look blue? Wow. I'm not blue, I promise. I'm very happy. Let's see if I can change this color correction live. We should keep track of whiffed picks while watching film. Yeah, normally I do. Y'all let me know when the color gets better. Ooh, that's all green. See, to me, this is green. So if I go that way. Bowles Hole's defense is closing up. Hello, Molly. We need 2 more Levante Davis. Oh, man, wouldn't that be great? Oh, no, you started DeAndre Hopkins. I wouldn't blame you, man. I would have, if I had him, I would have started him in a heartbeat. The way our defense has been playing. Yeah, David, normally I keep a spreadsheet while I'm watching all 22 and fill it out real detailed about missed tackles, bad ref calls, keep notes on who played what, who did what, the amount of time we blitzed. I do a lot. It normally takes me a long time to go through the all 22, but since I've been streaming it, it's been more fun for me. Honestly, have y'all hanging out with me and us watching it, commenting on it and everything. But the bad part is I don't have the stats to go back and look at, because it's really weird. I mean, y'all see how it is. You watch the all 22 and it takes so long that a lot of times you can't really remember who did what, who played well, who didn't. And I would be surprised so many times going back and looking through my notes and seeing, like, oh, that's right. In the first half, Tristan Wirfs really played great. And then, whatever. But I haven't been able to do that. Does my camera look any better? Molly? Oh, I know. Cut to the cheerleaders more. MH, you are my man. I mean, they're athletes. They work hard. They should get some recognition, right? I 100% agree with you. I say that all the time. Blue and gray, but distinguished. Man. That's so weird. On my computer, it's not. I'm like green. Oh, you're talking about Grant Stewart, David? Who won the score petition? Joe did. Joe was really the only one that was even close. Most everybody picked way over 20 points. Joe picked 24-16. But nobody had... Kate came close. She was 28-16. But nobody had such a low score for the Titans. A blue? That is so weird. I'm just going to go crazy with this. How about that? Bah! Grant Stewart. Yeah, I liked Grant Stewart. I was upset when we got rid of him. It didn't make any sense to me. I don't understand what they were doing there. And we had just played the Colts, so they saw how good he was. They were like, we want that guy. We were like, okay, take him. Didn't make any sense to me. Oh, look, black and white. I'll do it like this. It'll be the theme with my beard. Gray beard. Surprisingly, Molly, most people picked the Bucs to win. I was actually surprised. It was me, you, David, Tom, and Al were the only ones to pick the Titans. I feel bad. Go Oompa Loompa. Ah! Yeah, the Titans O-line was bad. Well, we saw that on the All-22. We were like, okay. But then we were like, well, Atlanta's O-line was bad too. We didn't take advantage of that. I did see them catch us with a cut block once. I got mad. It's like, did they not watch the All-22 and know they're going to do that? Am I still blue? Am I more blue? Yeah. We definitely stuffed their run game, man. We just stuffed them all the way around. Still blue. It's so weird. The power went out in the house today, this morning, for like a second. And I had my computer on at the time. And then when I turned it back on, my webcam was all weird colors. But it's weird that y'all are seeing blue. I don't know how to correct it. What's up, Roger? We are in here celebrating, man. This is the kind of Mondays we love. Savassier Dennis, I don't know. He got snaps, right? Or no, I think he just played special teams. I don't think he got any snaps. Yeah, he didn't get any snaps on defense. Let me see. He got 19 snaps on special teams, though. Savassier. I love that name. White was out for a play. Who stepped in for him? I remember seeing Kenny Britt did, apparently. Cam Gill got 4 snaps. I don't know. King Henry hates playing Tampa. I got the 5.5-month-old laughing with the changes of the color. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that, MH. I'll sit here and do it all day. I love to make the babies laugh. Oh, I know, Joe. I was sitting there watching it. I was like, Dave Canales is not covering his thing. He had the sheet down here, and he was like, had his face pointing directly to the opposing sideline, but he was looking down. It was really strange how he was standing there. It was like he was almost like he was purposely letting them read his lips. But my first thought was, whoa, dude. Maybe that's why our offense has not been playing well. Because they know what we're getting ready to call. Yeah, 90. I'm excited to see Watts. He got 11 snaps. We're going to look at him on the All-22 and see how he did. I mean, we know. I mean, if you can make one play out of 11 snaps, you got skill. I used to keep track of that. I used to keep track of plays per snap. And we used to have some really guys. Like Keith Tandy was really good. God, what was his name? Linebacker we had. Danny Lanzana. And we had a defensive lineman from the Jacksonville Jaguars who was his plays per snap was incredible. But those 3 guys, they're very strange. They were like playmakers, but they never really got a chance to get on the field. It was very weird to me. That's where the whole "they must not practice well" thing came from. We are deep at linebacker. Yeah, we finally gave Watts a shot, and he made it count, man. He clobbered Levis, gave us that interception. Yeah, that's what I saw, Rampage. We're going to see it on all 22. Shaq Barrett had the most snaps at outside linebacker with 31. That's less than half, though. That's a big decrease in Shaq Barrett's snap count. But then Diaby came in right behind him with 27, so 43%. And then Tryon was third. So they were using Diaby more than Tryon, and then Anthony Nelson came in with 37%. So we adjusted personnel on outside linebacker. We also adjusted personnel at the safety position. Neal only got 21 snaps, so he only played 33% of the time. But the big one was Izzian played 67% of the snaps, and he played safety a lot, which is very strange. And then, of course, Delaney had 59% of the snaps. So Izzian actually got more snaps than Delaney, who got more snaps than Neal. So we had some weird personnel stuff going on. And, we played man coverage and press man coverage. And let me see. What else did we do? Oh, yeah. The blitzing with White and Levante. It looked like we had those guys going almost like a Gatling gun. So it's going. I'm really excited to see this all 22. D. Watts has got that spizzerinctum, huh? That one's for you, River. That's my boys, or my girl. It's my oldest girl's. One of her vocabulary words is spizzerinctum. Means the will to succeed. Okay, we feel great. Everybody feels great. I feel great. Yeah, West Virginia boy, Keith Tandy. I always called him Teeth Candy. I always have nicknames for guys. Teeth Candy. He's our assistant special teams coach. Special teams coach. Titans were down 5 starters. Yeah, and they lost their left tackle, number 71, who we'd talked about watching all 22. We were like, yeah, that guy's not very good. And they lost him. So then I can only imagine. And I think he was a second stringer. So they were down pretty badly. 90, yeah, a lot of people are really down on Tryon. I'm not down on him just yet. He's not putting up stats. He's not putting up numbers, but I've been impressed with his play from last year. Last year he was really bad, but it appears that, yeah, they're kind of shifting away from Tryon. You were Ryan Neal for Halloween, a clown. Yeah. Yeah, D. Bowles was talking about how strong he was, which was weird. I think it was Al was saying that his scouting report was that he wasn't good at run stopping. Same with Cansey, right, Al? But they put Cansey in. Cansey had the most snaps on our defensive line. Hey, Al. Hey, Queen Love, what's up? I'm blue today, apparently. Everybody says my camera is blue. I need a white balance. Yes. Cansey got the most snaps on the defensive line. He got more snaps than anybody. Yeah, well, I mean, to come in and be hitting plays with only 11 snaps, I'm excited to see him on all 22. Watts. Oh, I look normal now? Okay. Can't be taught strength, right? It's like speed. Can't be taught speed either. Oh, they put Kansas at defensive end. they always. Bowles comes up with some of the craziest formations. His arms, Kansas arms, are they too short? Is that what you're saying, David? Okay, per scouting report, Yaya was bad at the run because he was too busy pass rushing. Okay. Coach said he was strong now, so. Yeah, it looks like Tryon's going to get rotated. I wouldn't say out, but I think they're going to give Yaya and other guys more snaps going forward. Yeah, that is small for a 3-tech, especially if he's got the smaller arms. But Vita's got really small arms too, as far as length. I'm going to have to go back and watch the preseason with Watts. That's where I wish I would have kept notes so I could just go back and look at the notes. Tryon is a bust, Rampage says. Yeah, one thing I really like about Cansey too is he seems he plays real aggressive. You know, I mean, he's not out there. He's not timid like Logan Hall was last year. Logan Hall was real timid last year. I mean, Cansey's out there trying to battle these boys. Oh, I know. Public's victory did. It's so funny. We were talking about that yesterday. I was like, man, I'm craving one of them sandwiches. My daughter, she got a sandwich. Man, that thing was delicious. I ate half of it. JTS showing more swagger than he deserves. Yeah, his last year was really bad. But then again, you know, and I'll say this, I give everybody a pass last year. Everybody played bad last year. But him and Logan Hall, very, very disappointed in them. But this year, not so much. Tryon played very well at the beginning of the year. He kind of disappeared, but then again, not too many people have played well this past month. Yeah, that's how I feel. I haven't moved on from him yet. I'll tell you what, Cansey's got great handwork. I mean, for a rookie coming in and battling hands like the way he is, I mean, it's just, I don't see veterans doing the handwork he's doing. It's hard for guys to get good leverage on him just from the handwork. Trying's a spectator, not a player. We got a Donovan Smith on defense, huh? If we'll re-sign Tryon, that's a good question. It looks like they might be phasing him out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see the next few games. Yeah, that's a good point, 90. They've shown improvement, but they're not popping like Cansey or Yaya. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, Tom. Cansey's been a much better pick than Logan Hall was. Yeah. Logan Hall had a very, very bad year last year. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Molly. And plus, one of the things I like about Yaya is he reminds me so much of JPP. I mean, his style of play, his stance, his body, his build, everything. I don't know how he is in the locker room, which I think was, one of JPP's biggest strengths, but he'll probably get there. But he plays just like JPP. Very, like, aggressive and chaotic evil. Nelson's got cap restructure protecting his status. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, David, the last year JPP was basically crippled. And he was out there too much. I was calling for the coaches to bench him because he couldn't do anything. He couldn't even lift an arm. But he was still out there playing. And I'm telling you, I think the coaches were scared of him. If he wanted to play, he was playing. I think everybody was scared of JPP. Everybody I talked to that knew JPP or that I've heard talk about JPP, they all use the word, he's very intimidating. He ran a 4.5. Yaya did. Are you talking about in this game, Queen, when he ran the running back down? When Yaya ran the running back down? Oh, Tryon signed through 2024, so we got him for another 2 years anyway. Yeah, JPP had one arm and half a hand at the end of his career with us. We need a center. Oh my gosh, I know. I saw way too many times Hainsey getting just whooped. It's tough too because Mock can't help him at all. I mean, Mock is just getting destroyed, and Stinny's over there helping worse, which is really weird. I don't know if that's I don't know why. Stinny's looking for work. He's always looking in worse directions. I'm like, you need to be helping Hainsey. But we were putting White up in between Hainsey and Mock pretty much for the past month. And I think we realized that wasn't helping, He was kind of helping them block. So I don't know what they did, but Baker Mayfield hasn't gotten the credit he deserves for playing as well as he has with the offensive line collapsing as much as it has. I think Baker Mayfield has been very impressive in that aspect. Yeah, Roger, that's like my favorite McKay quote. What do you think about the execution? Wasn't it his offense? Execution of the offense? He was like, I'm all for it. He used to come up with some doozies, man. We couldn't block, we couldn't tackle, but we made up for no, we couldn't tackle, but we made up for it by not being able to block or something. He was a character. I like Izzy. Right? I know that's how I felt, Queen. I was like, why are you looking at Worf's ways, man? He's doing fine. Although he had a tough time against the Texans. Worst game I've ever seen him have. He was getting consistently beat by 52. Are we ever going to be able to run better than 2 or 3 yards per carry? I think, man, I don't know, man. Not with this offensive line. I don't think we are. But I like what we're doing with White. Kate's wanting to lock Baker up in a long-term contract. So are you saying this year we should do it? Can we? I don't know. I don't know what our cap's looking pretty rough next year. He's making more. He's got an incentive-laden contract, right? So I saw Greg Allman tweeted out some stuff saying he's marching down his incentive packages. He's already made like an extra $1 million or something. Good block, made up for it by tackling. Yeah, that's great. Moving Baker around in the pocket definitely helps, but we don't do it enough. Ugh. It's insanity. I just don't get it. I don't get it. You know, we were supposed to be a much more dynamic offense with moving the pocket around, and we're just not. We'll see on this All-22 if we did it. We're eating all of it this year, so next year will be better, cap-wise. But we got so many guys we got to re-sign next year. You know, we got Evans, White, Levante if he's going to play again. And we got a long list of guys we're going to have to pay some money to if we're going to keep them. You're not sold on Baker 90? Yeah. I understand that. But I've been impressed with him. You know, we haven't been losing because of Baker. Jameis Winston, we lost a lot of games because of Jameis Winston. But our losses have not been because of Baker. Now, is he playing superstar? No. But he's not losing his games. And to me, I'm a defensive guy. That's what I want in a quarterback. You know, I want a quarterback that just doesn't lose his games. Let the defense win his games. Uh-oh. David's going to come in strong. He said we should try Trask. Uh-oh. Not going to like your take. Here we go. Yeah, I don't think Baker will get $20 million. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, there's teams out there that are desperate for quarterbacks. That's interesting, Tom. I didn't know that. Selby didn't do anything, but JPP was just tenacious. That was his thing. He was tenacious. He did not say no to JPP. Right. Al, yeah, all that. Yeah, we were supposed to move pockets, do run plays to the outside, 12-man personnel. We drafted Mock because he was more mobile, right? And what are we doing? We got Baker back there standing in the pocket, you know, doing 5-7 step drops. Like, what? What's going on here? We should try to sign Jameis Winston next year. Yeah, David. Nope. Not going there. No, I'm a big believer in you do not re-sign players to your team after you cut them, or coaches. You know, it's a subconscious thing. 12 personnel. Oh, so you think it was Payne wasn't good enough to pull off the 12 personnel, huh? Yeah, that's the thing with Trask, D. We don't know how he would play in, a live fire game at all. Oh, Molly, you talking about the Jameis Winston? Yeah, those games were exciting, just like that New Orleans game was exciting yesterday. Molly says, "Is Jameis Winston in?" And he threw an interception. We were like, "Yep, that's Jameis Winston." Then he ended up throwing 2. How many snaps did he get? He got like 4 snaps and threw 2 interceptions. I was like, man, that was so Jameis. Did you really like Jameis Winston, David? $48 million in cap space next year, but does that include all the people we got to re-sign? Heineke's making $20 million. Ugh. We only have $200,000 in dead cap. Really? Well, that's good. Oh, so you would take Baker for $20 million a year, Molly? Okay. We need the Texans offensive coordinator. He did come up with some good stuff, didn't he? I mean, they were carving our zones up all day long. I was impressed with their coaching staff. We let him go because we were in the TB12 sweepstakes. Yeah, true enough. He was fun to watch, though. I rooted for Jameis so bad, but as soon as they were like, "We got Tom Brady," I was like, okay. I'm not sad. I was upset we didn't keep Jameis, but when it comes to Jameis or Brady, yeah, there was no question there. Yeah, that's got to be the exception. Yeah, you're right, Joe. Tight ends other than Otten are invisible. I don't know even really what they're doing. I see them come in and block every now and then. Okay, Dave. See, I didn't see that part. We just came in like right before he threw those interceptions or threw his first interception. Right. Yeah, Tom, you never want to be the position coach that has to tell JPP he's not starting. Yeah, I don't think there's a coach that would do it. Because he will fight you and he will win. I mean, you might beat him technically, but you're going to wish you had never fought him. Yeah, you're going to lose a limb, probably. You don't know where Baker gets a quarterback one job? Yeah, I don't know either. But the teams do stupid stuff all the time. That's a good point, Kate. If we win the division this year with us eating so much dead cap, that will be something special. I'll be impressed. I think we could do it though. I mean, we had a bad month. It was really bad, really bad. I was worried that the team would quit. But yesterday made a difference, man. It showed that the team didn't quit. I think they needed Todd Bowles to listen to him and say, "Hey, stop calling all this crazy stuff that has us running all over the field all the dang time." How good is Otten as a run blocker? He's improved in his blocking this year, but run blocking, he's better on the second level with the smaller guys. But getting out there is kind of hard for him. Steve is not a fan of Winston. The crab leggings. I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh, man. Winston did have a lot of off-the-field issues, didn't he? Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, Otten has improved from last year. He was absolutely garbage like blocking last year. I mean, absolute garbage. Yeah, Winston was goofy, man. That was a goofy dude. Yeah, 90 at the beginning of the year, Otten really came out and he was blowing guys up blocking, but it's like gotten worse as the weeks have gone by. I mean, he's still not near as bad as he was, and he's holding his own. JPP has a little sap in him. Yeah, you did not mess around with JPP. Yeah, we're gonna count how many interceptions we missed yesterday when we get that all 22. 4 or 5 interceptions. I counted 2 for sure. So we'll see. I think we can beat Jacksonville. Straight up. This is if we play like we can play, which we saw yesterday, and we saw at the beginning of the year. I think we could beat Jacksonville. I think they got a tough defense. They got some good skill on offense. They're used pretty well too, but I think we could beat them. 49ers. Man, that's. I don't think we can beat the 49ers. If Carlton Davis was playing, we still would not have any interceptions. Oh, man. Oof. Well, I wonder, he got called out in that meeting. He got called out. We were calling him out watching all 22, but, he sat yesterday because of a toe injury. It makes you wonder, he's been dealing with that toe injury for a while. If that's one of those, I'm being, pissy injuries. Yeah, we could beat any team, but 49ers are tough, man. We could do it any given Sunday, all that, but I think if you're averaging things out, they're a better team than we. It can happen. It'll be great if it does happen. Man, could you imagine? Ooh, this fan base will go insane. Well, we'll shoot up the power rankings. That's all anybody would talk about for a week. All the national media. Baker Mayfield. Sign that man to a contract. They beat the 49ers. Levante missed 2, and I think Dean. I remember 2 specifically. That Levante one, man. That's why he plays defense. It was a great jump, but it was right in his hands, and it just popped right out. The division is awful, I know, right? That's a good thing. Good thing for us. We beat ourselves the most. Yeah, it seems that way, which is a good thing because that means you can get better. Just don't beat yourself. It's when teams are whooping you. That's when you're in bad shape. Yes, I do, Kate. I think he was called out. And I saw him standing beside the coach during a broadcast, and they were like chit-chatting with each other. And they seemed to be they've always seemed to have a good relationship, but it seemed like they were very happy with each other, which was good to see. But Devin played much better from what I saw yesterday. He had more oomph You know, it's what I've been saying. This team the defense has been lacking is that oomph. They all played with oomph yesterday. So I'm going to chalk it up to Todd Bowles calling them out and listening to them at the same time. Too many arm punts on 3rd and 1. Yeah, well, that first interception, that's why I wasn't too upset about it, because I was like, it was like a punt. But I didn't really notice the 3rd and 1s. I have to pay attention to that. Yeah, Queen, that's how Delaney missed one too. That's how I feel. You know, when I watch these games, I want to see, one, I want to be entertained. But two, I want to see how guys play. You know, that's the big thing to me. You know, wins and losses don't matter as much to me as one, being entertained and being proud, you know, saying, hey, these guys played well. You know, this guy's good, this guy's good. Did you see what this guy did? You know. 31-13, 49ers. Ooh, I'm writing that one down now. Oof. That's tough. He giving us no hope. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that one where Hopkins punched the ball out from Dean. That was a great play by Hopkins. He could be a defensive secondary player. I'm writing that down, Al. $31-13. 49ers. If we don't get pretty dirty, we lose. Joe, I like that. I didn't expect it out of White either, Kate. But I expected it all year. You know, I really thought he was just going to ball out this year and just play crazy. But maybe he was waiting until the end of the year to do it. You know, the second half. He came out strong, but it's so weird that the similarities between this year and last year. Never bet against your team, D. I love it. Yes, yeah. Queen, yeah. He's just a monster. I mean, just solid mass. Like you said, like a Brinks truck or a tank. Yeah, him and those horses. He has those smaller horses. I mean, he's really, really into the horses. He does like the prancing or whatever. He knows all that stuff. But he sits on those horses, and there's the smaller horses. And I'm like, oh, the poor horses. They're so small compared to him. Yeah, 90. When he threw that first interception, I was like, oh, here we go. It's going to be another week of bad football. The Titans doing the Gravedigger signature celebration. Yeah, I think we'll do good against McCaffrey. Vita loves, yeah, just like Molly saying, Vita loves laying on top of McCaffrey. It doesn't matter. Even if Vita doesn't tackle him, Vita will get over there and trip and fall on top of him. Go watch. Vita will lay on top of McCaffrey at least 5 times this game. I don't know what it is about McCaffrey, but Vita used to do it every game. Just lay on top of him. I think he did it to tire him out. Oh, Mike's Butterfingers. Yes, Al, forgot about that. Yeah. That's how good the game was. If we would have lost, we'd be talking about Mike's Butterfingers like immediately. But yeah, imagine what his stats would have been like if he would have got that touchdown that landed right in his hands. And he said he dropped it because he was thinking about who he was going to give the ball to in the stands. He actually said that. I don't know if he was joking when he said it, but. And then that third down when he dropped that pass, I was like, oh my God, that was early in the game too. 24-20 Niners. That's more like it. 24-20 49ers. Roger. Yeah, he didn't get many scores yesterday, CMC against the Jags. I've got him as a running back, so I didn't watch the game. I just saw that he only had like 14 points or something, which is very low for him. Yeah, Queen, I said that at the beginning of the year that I think Palmer is going to be a huge playmaker, and he just really hasn't panned out. It might be because Baker is overthrowing him a bit. They just haven't got their chemistry down yet. He did have that great catch yesterday that they ruled an incompletion. That was bull. I did not like that. I was like, come on. Yeah, White is not good in pass coverage. 31-14 49ers. Everybody's going with the 49ers. Yeah, you're going 1 point over Al. Bill Mitch. Not too happy with the mic drops. I know. He's had a lot this year. A lot. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought happened, 90. He was looking at the goalpost and didn't want to run into it. And the bad thing with Mike's drops this year is it seems like they've been crucial drops. You know, third down drops, touchdown drops, big play drops. Yeah, that Ayuk is hard to cover, man. He's a shifty dude, man. And they're all very, very physical. The whole team is very physical. Oh, I know, David. It is so annoying. They call him with holding. He had like 2 or 3 holding calls on big runs this year, talking about Palmer. And every single one of them, I've been like, y'all never call holding on that. It's just because he's a small dude and he's taking down a big guy. Yeah, Kittle's not going to have a good day, I don't think. Levante's going to shut him down. I mean, he'll get a couple catches, but. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we do, Joe. If we revert back to zone more or if we stay with the man-to-man. I'm anxious to see how much man coverage we played yesterday. Can't get a read on these 49ers. Is it because they had 3 games straight loss? That's a good point, David. Last year when we played him, I think it was Purdy's first game, right? So he didn't have any film on Purdy. But the 49ers are so good at the coaching staff is with using him. You know, they realize he's not the reason why they're winning. You know, he just needs to be a game manager, safe with the ball. And so they design all this quick stuff for him. A lot of outs. They make it real easy for him. You think Kittle's going to roast us? Yeah, the thing with the 49ers, though, is that they're just so physical. You know, they're such a physical team. They will wear you down. You know, and that's one thing I did like to see yesterday is we were being much more physical. You know, when we play physical, we win. I can't think, when I'm looking back, you know, when we play physical football, I can't think of a game we've lost. You know, when we're out there punching people in the face. You know, it's when we do the soft and, you know, the alligator roll tackling and the hip. No. Let's be physical. Let's decleat people. You know, when they catch the ball, let's make them regret it. You know, when they try to run on us, let's make them regret it. And that's how the 49ers play. Oh yeah. If they can get Kittle matched up on White, yeah, we'll be done. But I don't think Bowles will let that happen often. I mean, even on Levante, Kittle's going to get some passes, but Levante will tackle him real quick and shut him down for the most part. Yeah, that's a good plan there, David. You know, I don't want to see us revert to these zones where we get these horrible, horrible matchups. You know, we end up with, you know, Devin White covering Ayuk or Debo across the middle, you know. Yeah, we've seen that with the 49ers this year. They're not unbeatable. I mean, you can say the same thing about most of the teams this year, but, you know, Philadelphia, Kansas City looks like they're starting to become a little bit more mortal as well. I think right now Philadelphia is probably the best team in the league. Yeah, David. I agree with you 100%. Dang, Rampage 42-10 Niners. Wow. Whoa. That's crazy. We got burned by the Texans. They put up all kinds of records on us. And then the next week, everybody picks us to win against the Titans. So then we beat the Titans, but now everybody's expecting us to get beat up by the 49ers. That's wild. I mean, I think we're going to lose too, but 42-10, it's tough. Mahomes has been struggling all year. Couldn't happen to a better quarterback. I like Mahomes. I don't particularly like what he's done to the NFL. You know, what I call the Mahomes effect, but I do like him as a person. A lot of ref ball. Yeah. Man, we need to put on some just some offensive cuts from the Chiefs and watch Donovan. See if he's playing like the old Donovan. The Bengals score, what was it? Oh, that's right. The Texans came back and beat them at the last second, like they did us, right? Ooh, 23-20. Got our first Bucs believer. Joe, are you feeling good about your prediction from last week? Yeah, our O-line, oof. Maybe we'll see something different on all 22, but I just kept seeing Mock and Hainsey just not having a good day. Does he? David, he gets away with so much more holding? Huh. Yeah, we'll have to do that. Just do a real quick cut up of some offensive plays. The Chiefs, see how old Donovan Smith is doing. You picked 27-23. Oh, I didn't even see that, David. Glad you pointed it out. All right, so I'll give you kudos for being the first. We'll say Joe was copying you. How about that? Oh, the Texans were leading most of the game? I didn't watch the game, but yeah. Huh. So they came back, the Bengals did, and then lost it at the last second. Plagues. Oh, man. I love that, plagues. Pencil eggs. I wouldn't be shocked by that either, David. Turns into a defensive battle. I just hope this defense stays pumped up, man. I don't know how much playing time Neal's going to get. I think he's probably going to get less against the 49ers than he did against Tennessee, and he only got 21 snaps. He played 33% of the time against the Titans. So we'll see. I just hope Baker stays healthy. Sometimes he puts himself into situations I'm just cringing. I'm just like, dude, we need you out there. Oh, Jawan Taylor cheating all game? What, taking the offensive starting before the snap? Is that the one you're talking about, Al? Was Carlton Davis playing for the Texans yesterday? That's funny. Yeah. Our O-line versus their pass rush, David, is going to not turn out in our favor. I think we'll do a lot of dumping it off to White until they back off, yeah. Our D has to move Purdy around. That's the game plan. Does he not play well outside the pocket? Start Trask this week. Yeah, let's really throw a wrench in their system. We'll announce it right before kickoff, yeah. Yeah, I did see that, Al. Yeah, it was so obvious. It was horribly. The refs normally let the tackles jump a little bit, but that was really bad. So we can't run and can't pass block against them. That's a recipe for 10 points. Yeah, unless Mayfield just 3 steps it and chunks it downfield to Mike, like all game. Save Baker, yeah. Start Trask to save Baker. Hey, that might be a game plan. CNC. Yeah, I don't think McCaffrey's going to have that good of a game against us. I've never felt like he's dominated. Even when he was at Carolina, he never really dominated us. I mean, this is definitely a different team, but we were always good at keeping an eye on him. Let's put it that way. Test 49ers deep with Tompkins and Palmer. Yeah, they won't be expecting it. I bet you can count on that. Mayfield would over or underthrow it, or Mike would drop it. Like all game. Just like underthrow, overthrow, Mike drops it. Underthrow, overthrow, Mike drops it. That's our whole 3 and out sequence right there. 3-step, chug it, underthrow. 3-step, chug it, overthrow. 3-step, on the button, Mike drops it. Punt. Yeah. I really want to see us use that Jarrett a little more. Like I said, man, just the few handfuls of snaps he's gotten this year, he's gotten open deep a lot. I really want to see us use him. There's something there with him. He's got some monster speed, apparently. He's deceptively quick, or because he was just blowing by cornerback, safeties, everybody, and getting wide open down there. And Baker never had the chance to see him, or never did see him. A lot of times it was Baker getting clobbered in the back in the pocket. No on Tompkins. Yeah, he hasn't impressed me at all in his routes or his kickoff returns. Palmer, I don't see getting the separation that I would expect from him. Like I said, with Jarrett, and he doesn't get that many snaps. He got what? What did we say? He got 14 snaps this game, which is the most he's gotten all year, I think. I mean, normally he gets like 4 or 5 snaps, and I'll be looking downfield. I'm like, there's a guy wide open down there. Who is that? Sure enough, it's Jarrett. That's our script, going to be run up the middle. Incomplete pass, punt. Yeah, run up the middle behind Hainsey, run behind Mock, and then punt on 3rd and 14. No, incomplete pass, and then punt on 3rd and 14. Two runs up the middle, you'll be so mad. Has Jarrett caught a pass this year? What's his stats like? Let me look. I don't recall him catching a pass. I think we've thrown it to him. We overthrew him one time or underthrew him. But just almost every time he gets open down the field, the Baker Mayfield either doesn't see him or didn't get a chance to see him. So let me see. Oh, no, okay. He's had 3 receptions this year. He caught one against Buffalo for 9 yards, caught one against Saints for 3 yards, and then caught one against Chicago for 7 yards. Okay. He had 3 targets in the Buffalo game. But everybody was dropping passes in that game. I'm going to find a snap count, see. They're saying 101. There ain't no way. He has not had 101 snaps. I guess so. 17%. So that means he's getting about 10 snaps a game. Yeah, I like Jared like an AB type too. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, David. I remember Canales talking about him quite a bit, and I was like, I haven't seen anything special out of that guy. And then I just kept noticing. I'm like, there's a receiver wide open downfield. It's like him, 8 out of 10 times. Jared's meant to replace Mike. Ooh, good point. Roger don't think Jared and Baker it's on the bootleg. Yeah, I wish we would run our bootlegs, man. I'm so excited to see some of that this year. We just cut it out after like week 3. You're just like, they're not going anywhere. I know. I was surprised. 101 offensive snap. But that's like 10 per game. Put Sean Tucker out there. Yep, I can see that. Everybody's taller than Tompkins, David, right? Tompkins is a little dude. We got our Mike replacement in Pittsburgh. Evans Jr. plays for the Steelers. The Steelers. Who are you talking about there, Dave? That would make sense, Kate, because they were shutting our bootlegs down quick. I mean, just disastrously bad. I don't think we had a single good one this year. Every time we pulled one out, it was just like defensive end was right there in Baker's face. So 6, 16, 6, 13, 7, 21. Is that the Detroit game? 21 snaps? 10, 8, and 14 offensive snaps. Oh, he's playing on special teams too? Okay, yeah, 106. Yeah, so he plays on special teams 46% of the time. Huh. Don't think I've ever seen his number. Yeah. Everybody saw it coming, Kate. But still. 21 was it. Yeah, but the 101, that's snaps. That's on offense, David. That surprised me. I didn't think he had that many snaps. So he's had 101 offensive snaps and 106 special team snaps. And he had 21 against Atlanta. Huh. Interesting. Oh, we're playing the refs in this one too. It's going to be at San Francisco, yeah. So you know they are going to be on the side of San Francisco. I hope we play. Hopefully, play in our red and pewter. Have we done that this year? I'm sick of the white. What did we play yesterday? Was that red and pewter? I can't even remember what we played yesterday. What was our uniform combo yesterday? White and pewter, right? Oh man, I can smell Molly's cooking something down there. Smells good. Yeah, I think we were white and pewter yesterday. Yeah, see, I like the red, man. Red and pewter is my favorite. It's probably my favorite uniform combo of all the Buccaneers, including I really like the pewter alternate. We'll probably never see that again, though. Huh? That was back in the was that the alarm clock days? No, no, it wasn't. Boykin on the Steelers? No, Pickens. Pickens. He wants out of there with the old icon. Which old icon is that, Kate? The old flag or the Bucco Bruce? That'd be cool. Red pewter with Bucco Bruce. The Bucco Bruce, yeah, that'd be cool. But I like the Bruce Arians Bucco Bruce, where he's wearing the headset and the little hat. The guy with the knife in his teeth. Bucco Bruce. Was a kid growing up, the Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers are like the worst teams in the league. And I hated the Buccaneers. Hated them. I hated the color. And then I thought that pirate thing was just so not masculine. Let's put it that way. You know, and then so when Hardy Nickerson went to the Buccaneers, and I was like, oh, I just can't root for him now. And then they changed their color to red, which is my favorite color. And then the skull with the flag. I was like instant Buccaneer fan. I was just like, that is awesome. You like the red shirt and white pants. Bucco Bruce with the skull. Oh, that'd be cool. Has anybody ever done any artwork with that? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right now. Y'all think I'm joking? We are going to come up with some artwork. The Bucco Bruce pirate skull. That's a cool concept. I like that. You've seen it? Kate? Oh, man. Can you send me a link? That sounds cool. Let me see. Red jersey, pewter pants. That's me, man. I'm with you, Rampage. Pewter with red highlights. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Red shirt and white pants, Joe. Oh, D. You're the best. D likes all combos. She just loves her team. We could go out there and I'm trying to think of something. Go out there in powder blue and she'd be like, yes, Buccaneers. That's how it should be. That's how all fans should be. Oh, were you able to? Can you post a link, David? I think we got it turned off. Don't know. Who we got playing tonight? Got to keep the blade in the mouth, yeah. I'd like to see a white creamsicle throwback. Ooh, yeah. That would be awesome. David, did you post one? I didn't see it. Does everybody see David's picture? Because I do not see it. Huh. Who's playing tonight? How come I didn't see it? That's weird. It's not showing any images. It's just all text. Well, that's very disappointing. I thought I had superpowers in this chat and I can't even see pictures. Man, Kate, it's that all I'm seeing is text. That is so weird. So y'all get better chats than I do. I wonder if I have my chat set up to not show pictures or something. That's weird. Bills versus Broncos. Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's going to be an ugly game, huh? You got to copy the text into your browser. I'm not even seeing a link or nothing. Okay. Hope Broncos stop.
This is a reminder. Time to leave.
So how are y'all getting... I can't do images, sadly. Huh. That's weird. I feel like I should know how to do this stuff. No, didn't see it, Kate. Huh. Wonder if I could... If I could allow images or links or something. Huh. Don't know. Anyhow, we're getting off track here. It's real entertaining stuff. YouTube automatically stops us posting links. Use X. Censors us. Yes, on Twitter. Send it to at Bucs _ something. Bucs _ observer. Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. So there's the Twitter on screen. If you could send it there, that'd be cool. All right, so did we talk about everything we wanted to talk about? Tomorrow we're going to do the All 22. It's probably coming out now. Normally it comes out by the time we're sitting here talking, but I'm not going to look. I'm just going to wait for tomorrow. Don't want to spoil all the surprises. So everything, besides the color being all blue and everything, everybody's quality was good, huh? Because there's definitely a lot less delay. Like 6 seconds or something. Whereas before it was like 20 seconds. Appreciate it, Kate. I shall check it out. So tomorrow we're going to do the All 22. I'm excited about it. We're going to talk some more about the Buccaneers and how awesome they are. And talk about how crappy the rest of the teams in our division are. Can you believe all of them lost this week? Couldn't have worked out better for us. It was a really good week for the Buccaneers. Let's see if I can go to Twitter and get it. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. There we go. Boom. What do y'all think? Cool. Yeah, man, they should do that. 100% they should put that on the side of the helmet for a throwback or something. That is cool. I like that. Yeah, I enjoyed it too, Joe. I appreciate y'all hanging out, man. It's good for us to be all happy for a change. Past month has been rough stuff. Everybody coming in all sad. Rampage even had to take a break for a while. You only expected the Falcons to be decent. I figured they would start getting better. I think they're going to be a good team eventually. I figured the Saints were going to be better than they have been. I thought the Saints were going to be our main competition. I mean, they are now, but we beat them and lost to the Falcons. I'll never understand that game. You'd like that to be the new permanent? Yeah, I could deal with that. I could go with it. I could dig it. The one thing I don't like about the logo we got now is the football. But, a little football between the swords. At least they got rid of the comb over on the skull. It used to drive me crazy. Best of both worlds, yeah. You didn't have any faith in the Saints being good? All right, Roger, you out? Thanks for hanging, brother. Todd sucked the joy out of you. I know. Hey, I don't blame you. I had a rough couple of days too, where I was on here just going, I don't know if I can watch any more of this film. This is bad football. We can make it through the worst days, and we do. So the Saints have exceeded your expectations, huh? I don't know. I kind of dig it, man. It's a cool logo. Well, Kate, I thought that Carr was going to actually be better than he's played. So that was my excuse for thinking the Saints were going to be good. I wanted Carr in the offseason. I'm actually very happy we got Baker instead. All right, guys, I got to go eat. I'm starving. I can smell that food wafting up here. And I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. If you can, show up tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know the deal. We're going to watch them all 22. And I might even have some beers and drink and celebrate the victory. Have a good old time watching us whoop up on the Titans, man. That was a good game. Started off a little wobbly, but ended very well. Very well. And I want to see Tompkins' celebratory victory formation backflip or front flip or whatever he does this time. But y'all have a good one. I appreciate you. And till next time, go Bucs.